Academic tryhard is a student who spends a long time in studying at the price of sacrificing meal, sleep, or entertainment time. Due to the heat competition and high expectation of parents, numerous students study day and night, wishing to be admitted.
高考就是千军万马过独木桥，1分之差就能淘汰上万人。
你们都是高3的学生了，在高3，没有假期，没有爱好，没有娱乐，连一丝想玩的念头都是罪恶的。
中国的学生是全世界学生里最容易失败的，因为你们面临的是全世界最残酷的考试。掉在水里你不会淹死，待在水里你才会淹死。你只有游，不停地往前游。那些从一开始就选择放弃的人，他不会失败，因为他们从一开始就失败了。
I have just experienced the college entrance exams, so it gave me a deep impression. We just repeated the study review and exam over and over again, so it gave me a deep impressions. So I think the college entrance exam is so horrible.
What made me left a deeply impression is pressure. I have to study hard so that I can get a good grade which can let me enter a good university such as XMU. So I study all the time.
I have been academic tryhard. At least I think in my high school, I study very hard. I sacrifice many things. During my high school, I study about 10 hours a day, maybe. But if you want to know, I maybe stay at school about 14 hours. Before in the high school, I felt I'm dying, but I still keep on trying to achieve my dreams. Maybe I did, and maybe it didn't satisfy me, but it's okay.
I was like, I need to study. I will feel need to study for every day. If I skip for a day, I feel some like very anxious because I feel I didn't did anything for that day. Then I will feel like I feel very guilty for that whole day. During my secondary school, I normally will study for about 1 to 2 hours every day. But now I will read according to my mood. Like if I got mood, then I will read like for about 1 hour. Or if you count exercise as also study, so maybe 2 hours, something like that. I feel very tired. Yeah, very tired. Like I always feel like I need to study. Then at the end, I feel like actually it's not worth, because you always study, then you feel like you didn't really enjoy your life. Before and after. During my secondary school, I feel like a little bit tired because always want to study. Then you cannot do any. You must always fill your 1 to 2 hours time to read.
In my free time, I always playing the guitar or walking in the playground, or with my friends go shopping. I spend a little time on study after class, no more than 1 hour. But in my entertainment times, I spend a lot of time, no less than 5 hours. I think study is important, but we must pay attention to our entertainment life, liking playing the guitar and speech or running. I respect them, but I don't agree with them because we must pay attention to many times on study, but no need to pay too much attention on study. So I think we just pass the exam is okay.
Of course, such as playing guitar, watching movies, playing soccer, and computer games. I usually study about 1 hour a day because I usually spend much more time on entertainment life like computer games and sports and club. I am vice chairman of our school Chinese debate competition club, and we usually hold some competition. So I need some time to deal with something. But before quiz or exam, I will still to study hard. In my opinion, entertainment is the most important thing in college life. I don't pay more attention to academic source or GPA. It's good enough to graduate smoothly without failing exams. I think college life is not only about academic source and exams. Entertainment life is also an important part of college life. We can intend devise talents and become an all-round person from it.
I was gone, but don't make it right, but I promise there were no feelings. She said, but tell me honestly, is it real? It's just for sure. She said, save your apology, baby, you're just gonna know.
Okay, I will suggest depends on every individual. It's different time to study because every individual they have mostly I will suggest like not more than 2 hours study, then you need a rest, or maybe 15 minutes rest or 20 minutes rest. Then only if you want to continue, then continue. But mostly it's about rest. If you do, because one person focus is limited. The focusing attention is very limited. If more than 2 hours if you keep on studying, maybe you can't remember at all. So every 1.5 until 2 hours, you need a 15 to 30 minutes rest, and then you only can continue to do your assignment. If you still continue that is causing a lot of stress. That's the reason quite a lot of tryhard students coming to do a stress management, because they didn't limit their time on study. They're causing they can't focus and they can't remember at all. So they feel that it's stress. But mostly if you want to study, I encourage. But you need a time for yourself as well, especially after 1.5 or 2 hours. You need a rest, like maybe go out for a walk, or maybe to do something that you like other than the study. Then will quite good if you want to go back to focus on study again. I got four words: work hard, play hard. I would say that if you want to try hard in your academic, but you need to remember, you need to reward yourself as well. So my word is work hard, play hard.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
A famous saying suggests life is not all about study, but what can you do if you cannot handle just a part of life? However, for our academic tryhard, do you really know what you are learning in terms of its prospects and functions? Do you know what you are studying for your dream, money, for fun, or merely nothing? Do you know sometimes you study outside the library till the midnight just because you didn't work hard previously? Do you know studying all the time does not promise you a bright future because you forget to consider your practical talents? When you are inspired by the former saying, don't forget the first part. Life is not all about studying. You have less chance to succeed if you cannot find the balance. Now look around. A friendly conversation improves executive functions, including memory and the ability to suppress distractions. 5 minutes break gives you a perfect opportunity to remember more in study. Work hard during the days and you will not miss the happy time on weekend. Study is only a branch of life, but you are in life in whole.
Talking to the moon, trying to get to you.